Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Remember, it's all on you. Viewer funded. There's no me without you. If you have a generosity itch that you need to be scratched, I'm here for you. Links will be in the description box. So the mayor of Chicago, America's shooting range, whatever you want to call it, he is falling in line with other failed mayors across the country. And all of these mayors have one thing in common. They are in charge of Democrat-run shitholes. So he's following the likes of leaders in Massachusetts, the mayor of New York City, and he is asking, can you believe it? The nerve of these people. He is asking residents in the suburbs to take some of the illegals into their home. The other day I was talking about this on a live. I think it was JG Live on Rumble every Tuesday, 1:05 p.m. Make sure you're there. The people at I think it was the mayor of Boston, or it was the governor. I can't remember who it was, but in Massachusetts, they were asking people to do the same thing. And I was talking about that. And one of the things I said was, what could go wrong? You have a bunch of war-aged young men who are unvetted, and most of them come from countries where the age of consent is 12. In America, you can't even get a work permit till you're 14 and a half. But in these countries, it's okay to engage in relationships with children as young as 12. But no. Come on in, fellas. You just want a better life. You're not a pervert. You're not a monster. I hope. So Chicago is doing the same thing. So check this out, Chicago. One thing I want to know is, how long are you guys going to be bent over grabbing your ankles while the selected or elected officials in your city just go to town on your stinker? Huh? How long? Because first you had the Mayor Googly Eyes, that 4-foot troll who should be under a bridge checking goats, not running a major American city. The bottom half of her face is shiny like she just ate a glazed donut, and she was more proud to be an Alphabet Soup Group member than your mayor. She gave you nothing but failure after failure, violence and destruction. You finally voted that woman out. But you basically traded a cup full of diarrhea for a spoonful of solid shit. Because that's what Brandon Johnson is. He's the one who says, hey, don't victimize these kids. It's not their fault that they're descending on downtown, robbing and beating the citizens and tourists. Don't demonize them. Don't call them little gangsters. Well, I don't know what you want to call them. Savages? But my point is, they've given you nothing. They're steady reaching their hand inside your pocket, taking your money, slapping you in the face, and now they have the nerve to ask for more? Now he has the nerve to fix his mouth and ask you to take undocumented war-age men into your home? Nothing can go wrong, right? Especially if you have some females, some young women in your house, these guys won't be trouble at all. When you wake up in the morning, they'll already have their beds made. They'll have breakfast going for you in the kitchen. And they'll be like, oh, by the way, sir, I took the liberty of painting the outside of your house. Jericho, why are you doing an African accent? Not a very good one at that. Instead of, more like this, my friend, because don't most of us come from south of the border. Nope, not from what I see. Not from what my ocular stems are telling me. You look at the streets of New York City outside the Roosevelt Hotel, it looks like a fucking UN meeting. You got people from Africa, from China, from Mexico, from Brazil. Come on down. So there are people, the message has reached around the world that it's a free-for-all at the US-Mexico border. So these people are allowing the people to come in, but at the same time they're saying, well, we don't have enough room. We don't have enough resources. How crazy is it? Just think about that for a second. Or as Sloppy Joe would say, no, think about it. Think about what you think about. It has gotten to a point where they are asking private citizens to allow those people to stay in your home. Here's an idea. Now, I know I didn't go to their fancy colleges. I don't have a bunch of degrees hanging on the wall behind me. I'm not one of the elites. I wasn't picked when I was a child to be in these positions like they were. But here is a crazy idea. You guys let me know if I'm off base. But if you have a problem with something and that you can find the source of the problem, wouldn't you stop the source? Wouldn't you plug that leak first and then deal with everything? Why isn't the first thing out of their mouths to close the border? That's where the people are coming from. They're coming from the U.S.-Mexico border. So seal the border, they stop coming over, your city stop being overrun. Am I crazy? Let me know. Talk to me, people. Talk to me, goose. Seal the border, which is where all of them are coming from, and then take care of the problem. Here, I'll give you another one. I'm giving you two for free. I'm giving you a 2-piece and no damn biscuit for free. Seal the border, send the people back. Right? And isn't that some crazy shit? Seal the border, and the ones who are already here, send them back. You can do that, you know. U.S. government, federal government, you can send them back. Once they're here, you don't have to keep them. That anchor baby shit is a lie. That's not the law. It's not in the Constitution. We don't have to keep them. You can return them. If you buy a damn microwave and it malfunctions, if within 30 days, you can send it back. So why can't I send a leech on our system back to where they came from? Here's an idea. Fuck them. Who cares? They want you to believe that these are a bunch of sniveling, scared, dirty-faced immigrants who need to be bathed in the light of America. They need the safety. They need to be nestled in the red, white, and blue bosom of America. That's not true. Most of them are young men. Fellas, what's the attitude toward us as men? Fuck you, right? So fuck them. Go home. Tracy Ullman, we need you. Tracy Ullman, get to the U.S.-Mexico border. Go home. Go home. Get out of here. Give him hey, get out of here, you little bastard. Go. Get your ass back across the border. You know how to get there because that's how you got here. So Hansel and Gretel, retrace your steps and get the fuck out of here. Then, here's another crazy idea. I know I'm hitting you guys with a lot of wild, outlandish shit, and I apologize. Here's another idea. You can take the resources you were putting into people who shouldn't be here and take care of the people who are supposed to be here. If I had a mic, I'd drop that shit right now. Chicago. They've allowed violence to prevail and metastasize in your streets. They don't give a shit if you get murdered. And they're remodeling buildings so they can house illegals, but they won't remodel them for your ass. Now they want you to take them into your house, knowing about the complaints of other members of the Woodlawn district, the Woodlawn neighborhood in Chicago, where they say they are harassed by these immigrants, these illegals. They're violent. But no, open up your doors. Come on, let them in. You thought you were going to live here with just your family? But we're a sanctuary city, you fucking idiots. Yeah, that sanctuary city bullshit sounds real good when it's 1,500 miles away, when it's on the other side of the country, when it's in California, Oregon, and Washington, right? You stupid granola-headed dirt fuckers, you. The left coast. Now they're here. Now they're in your neighborhood. Now they're in your streets, and you want to complain? This is what you get. What you gonna do, Chicago? So far, nothing. You ain't gonna do shit. You're gonna bend over even further. You're gonna grab those ankles even tighter, and you're gonna moan even louder as they go to town on that ass. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and make sure you hit that Teespring link. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.